Global warming is probably the biggest problem we face today. Global warming is the result of humans using fossil fuels and emitting greenhouse gases which trap heat and warm up the earth. However, global warming does more than just warm up the earth. One of the problems we will face as a result of global warming is the thawing of permafrost. Permafrost is a layer of earth made up of soil, rocks, and ice and is usually found in cold areas like Greenland, Siberia, Russia, Alaska, and Canada. Out of 154 permafrost sites, scientists found that 71 of them saw an increase in temperature. In these areas, we see permafrost melting, the ground is more moist, creating a crater or creates a lake. Dangers lie in the permafrost because in 2016, a boy died of anthrax which came from a deer which was frozen in permafrost for 75 years. When thawed, permafrost can also release carbon or methane trapped from years ago and speed up the global warming process. The permafrost melts because of an increase in temperature in the area or because the structure above the permafrost radiates heat and melts the ice. Solutions include restoring the Ice Age ecosystem, removing snow above the permafrost, implementing screw jacks into homes so they are suspended above the permafrost, implement a refrigerating system in the building to cool the ground or use thermal siphon. All of these solutions prevent the permafrost from ever getting warm and melting, although some may be more practical than others.
Campfires are nice, am I right? Enjoying the fire with someone or by yourself is great. Wrong! Overall, the study estimates that U.S. fires release about 290 million metric tons of carbon dioxide a year. Also, have you ever noticed more mammals and fish are turning up dead, along with coral reefs losing their color? Well, it's mainly our fault. Fossil fuels like coal and natural gas are warming the ocean. Once they rise up to the atmosphere, they eventually have to fall back down. As this repeatedly happens over time, the glaciers melt more and more, leaving the ocean exposed. Filefish, polar bears, and Adélie penguins, and the Atlantic cod are all being affected. Filefish live in the coral reefs, and since they are being bleached more due to the excessive warming water, they are dying. The penguins rely on krill for a stable food source. They live on the underside of ice sheets, and when they melt, the penguins' search for food is harder. In 2005, El Niño struck, and a massive coral reef in the Caribbean was bleached. And coral mortality is reaching 70% in some regions. To slow the rate of climate change, we have to use way less greenhouse gases and make things like cars and houses more energy efficient. Solar panels at home is one of the best things we can do for the environment. Now, if we fail to slow down the release of greenhouse gases and continue to release more and more of it, the global warming will get stronger, making the effects even stronger and making the Earth almost uninhabitable. So action must be taken to save the Earth.